Hello and welcome to Unemployed to Unstoppable, episode 42. There'll be a little bit of conclusion towards the transfer window. It's not been great so far, as you've seen in the previous episode. But we're playing our opening games against Norwich at home and then away at Sunderland. So could be an exciting episode. It'll set us up for the season and we can start to plan where we may or may not finish as we go on. Please feel free to make your predictions in the comment section for where you might think we will finish, and we can review it at the end of the season. So stay tuned and I will take us to the first game. Welcome back. So here we go then. The starting lineup for the home game against Norwich. We've got Ripley in goals from last season. We've got Wallace, Johnson, Thompson and McNamara playing in the back. We've got Tavares and Leonard in the midfield positions. Murphy inside winger on the left. Atibo moving from that deep line playmaker role. He's transformed himself over the summer into a winger. And then we've got Abdulmalik back from loan at Oxford last season and is a shadow striker behind Mags, who's making his debut. And I've got a lot of promise for this player. I think he looks exceptional. Again, take a look at his stats, see what you think. He's certainly one of the better players I've signed in this version of Football Manager, albeit I'm normally in the lower league, so I don't see the best players all too often. But him, to me, at 20 years old, looks to be a bit special. So we will get into the game. We've obviously changed the formation slightly. We're going with a positive approach and we're playing a lot more direct to try and please the board through the club vision. And hopefully we can kick off, I'd like to say with a win. Obviously Norwich are a much bigger team than us, much bigger budget. I don't want to set up my stall too early and say I think we're going to get beat. I'd have liked to have had a couple more reinforcements by now. And I do actually have 4 transfers on the line as we speak. So after the game, I'll just take you quickly through the progression of where they are. Hopefully by the end of the episode and the end of the second match, we'll hopefully have confirmed 1, 2, 3 or 4 of them signings. Certainly we're looking at a player to play in that shadow striker role. We've got a potential goalkeeper coming in, another backup at centre half, and a midfielder in on loan from Everton as well. So lots of promising moves on the horizon. Hopefully we can get them across the line and bring you details of them players as they sign for the club. So we go 18 minutes, 19 minutes into this first match of the season. Not been too much of an exciting match so far, but again, players will have to bed in. They'll have to get used to the new tactics, used to playing with the new players who weren't here last season, and grow into the season as we progress. From our finish last season, we managed to climb out of the relegation zone, so I think this season our vision is to avoid relegation and stay in the division, but personally I think we're looking more mid-table, and if we can get a good start and maybe add in January, there's no reason why we couldn't potentially go for a playoff position. Not sure I had a corner there, but it's not come to anything. Again, we're not doing too bad. We'll just give a little bit of encouragement before half time. Again, shouts isn't something I'd use too often throughout previous versions of Football Manager. I'm still not sure I've actually got the hang of it, and if anyone can explain to me the best way to use it, again, please feel free to chuck it in the comment section or link some sort of video to it and I'll take a look. Anything that can help me just maximise it would be helpful. Yeah, we want to avenge what happened last time against Norwich. I can't remember the score specifically, but I have a feeling it was 4-0 or something along them lines. It was towards the tail end of last season anyway, so it's something we need to remedy and fast. Not too many chances for us up front. I'd like to have seen Mags get some sort of chance to see what he's like. Just another chance for Norwich there, but it's in the hands of Ripley. So Mags not really getting too involved at the minute. Hopefully we can remedy that. I don't know if maybe I could tweak the wingers. I have changed away from a wing back to a full back because I didn't think we were really benefiting too much from the crosses from the wing backs, and we were not really overlapping properly with our inside forwards and inside wingers. But we'll look to evolve that as the season goes on again. If you can see there, not Newcastle 4-0 up. They've been relegated at the end of last season. I did look at some of the players they've got, and it's pretty special what they've got going on. There's some 36-37 million pound players. We'll get a Tebow off and we'll give Rodri's debut. Not the Man City Rodri, for anyone who's familiar with football. It's a different, not so good Rodri. Yeah, we wish him all the best and hope he puts in a good performance on his debut nonetheless. Okay, and we'll just shout a little bit of encouragement. Certainly for Piers out on the wing. He's making his debut at quite a young and tender age. It'd be nice for him to get off to a relatively good start. I'll just give you a quick look at his stats while we're watching. So he's got some potential, teamwork, technique, flair. Good. His physicals aren't too bad overall, and his crossing, dribbling and finishing and first touch are all alright as well. And at 19 years old, I fully expect he'll probably end up becoming a Welsh international. So coming up towards the 80th minute, not been a terrible performance defensively. Not really created too much offensively, which is a little bit of a shame, but if we can pick up a home point against Norwich, I'd be happy with that. Abdulmalik picked up the ball there. He's freed Murphy down the wing. Played it into Mags. This is his chance to shine. And that would have been it if he could have got a goal on his debut. And maybe snatched as a victory. That would have been some way to introduce himself to the Lions Den, but not to be. Murphy with a corner then. In it goes. And it's been headed clear. And Norwich will get it away. Highlight fades away to nothing. I'm reluctant to take Mags off because I need him to get some game time, which is why I'm kind of persisting with him. McNamara plays the ball up to Mags. Can he beat his man? Yeah, he has. So he's got past him. He's managed to just keep it in. Slings it into the box. It's been headed clear. And Norwich have a break of their own. Shouldn't really come to anything. Yeah, and ball's in Ripley's hands. He's kicked it long over the top and Mags is latched onto it. Another chance, lobs over the keeper, and oh my word. Oh, what a goal that would have been. So we're starting to liven up towards the end of this second half. Murphy with the ball in from the corner. Again, not coming to much. Gets another chance. Lays it back to Johnson, Thompson, Johnson, Thompson. And it fades out. So 3 minutes to go. Like I said, I'll be happy with a point from this. A bit disappointed that Mags couldn't finish one of them chances towards the end of the half. End of the game, sorry. Steelers all 3 points, but overall I think it's been an alright performance, and as a benchmark of things to come, it's not looking too bad. Just waiting for the whistle to go then. Fairly even on shots on target. Didn't quite have as much possession as them, but like I said, as fitness grows and we get some match fitness coming in through the season, I'm expecting our performances to pick up a little bit. So all in all, not too bad. Yeah, I will give him an unlucky. It wasn't quite our day because I think we could have just nicked that there. I'll just take you through past the league tables and I'll just show you the transfers we got on the line. So there we go. Like I said in the previous episode, we got Belusi as a goalkeeper, Awi as a defender, coming on loan, and then since then I've put in loan offer for Imam Yagne. It's just covering midfield, and Kavan Williams. He can play all the way across the front three just behind the striker, and he can play up front, so in terms of flexibility he's looking pretty handy. Right, so I'll click through and I'll get ready for the next game, so stay tuned and we will see how we get on away at Sunderland. And welcome back for the second game away at Sunderland. So a bit of transfer news for you then is Awi, Williams and Yagne from Everton have all signed in on loan. Unfortunately, we missed out on the Belusi, the free transfer goalkeeper. He went to West Brom, but again, it can't be helped. We can't always compete with everybody. Starting lineup for today then is Ripley in goals, Wallace at left back, McNamara at right back, Johnson and Palmer Brown, our best two centre halves back in the squad. Thompson and Leonard in the middle of the park, Murphy on the left, Piers on the right, Abdul Malik in the shadow striker role. I will get used to that name, or I'll nickname him something else. And Mags up front. So the same positive approach, direct football. And we'll see if we can carry it into the away game at Sunderland and get a slightly better result. So we'll just give squad numbers to our new players and get straight into it. We ended the game really well against Norwich. So hopefully a week of training, a week of fitness will get us ready to start the game in the same manner. Here we go then. As long as we don't concede a goal in the first 3 minutes, I'm normally quite positive. If we can stay in the game till half time, great. But I'd like to see us get our first goal of the season, at least this game. So we'll just keep an eye on the normal stuff. So your shots on target, XG, possession, all them kind of stats you normally pay attention to try and ascertain whether you're doing well or fading off. Plenty strength on the bench, which I will use. Even Mags isn't safe this game. If he's not playing particularly well, I'll haul him off, put someone else on. Hugo will still be looking to prove himself after kind of being dropped. Corner ball in then. Murphy gets another chance to deliver it to the edge of the box. Appears into Murphy, to Johnston. Thompson to the edge of the box. Can someone fashion a shot? Leonard, he has a shot but just clatters off a Sunderland man in a way. So it looks like this isn't going to come to anything, although Sunderland have a chance to break themselves now. Pushing forward up the right hand wing. Hopefully we can put in a challenge to stop this dead in its tracks. Palmer Brand gets away to Piers and we send one long over the top. So it's got a little bit scrappy in the middle of the park there. Ball over the top. Hopefully Ripley will take control of this and the highlight should fade out to nothing. Oh, that would have been a terrible goal to give away. That would have been... wow. I wouldn't have been happy if that had gone in. I don't know what the keeper was thinking there. So we go 15 minutes into the game. First real highlight. Into them now with a free kick. Okay, a bit of a dodgy moment. But I was going to say, up until then, the only real highlight was us from the corner. Nothing really clear cut as of yet. Not sure if the direct play is working. It's a problem. I like to play a short passing game usually, but when the club vision is to play direct, you've kind of got to appease your board to a degree, because that's what you would do in real life. You would try and toe the line or find a blended solution that kind of fits both parties. So we will try and maintain this direct football if we can, albeit we might tweak it slightly as best we can to allow our technical players to have a little bit more time on the ball. So half an hour gone, not much to shout of too much in the way of chances, but here we go. Sunderland with a throw down the left hand side. It looked like a bit of a snappy challenge there. Johnson's headed it away, but we're really struggling to get our foot on the ball at the minute. They're playing the ball short and sharp. He's got around the side and good save, but again, I'm not sure if it's the direct football that's damaging us and we maybe need to go a little bit more tippy-tappy. I'll have a look again after this game. I'll probably have a look through the highlights and the feedback from the coaches to see what we can tweak. But overall, I mean, possession-wise and stats-wise, I don't think it's looking too bad, as we got our own throw-in on the right-hand side into Piers. Leonard chucks it into the middle of the box, but again, it's been headed clear. And Sunderland break. They've put Brereton through and he's gone on and scored. So, yeah, we find ourselves a goal down in the first half. Not ideal. Again, it shows you the struggle of the Championship. It's not the hardest league, I don't think. I still think the Conference National is the hardest, with a limited number of promotion places at the top. But we will see. I'm not sure what Sunderland's wage budget is, and I've not really looked at their squad. But just looking at that quick snapshot of the players they had up front, Ben Brereton and Chris Wood, it tells me that they've probably got a few pennies to throw around, so to speak. Right, I think we'll look to make some changes. Certainly Leonard was dipping in form. He might have just picked himself in time before I start hauling players off. They're fairly even, I think. I want to see something a bit more in the second half. Leonard's one to watch. If he drops 6.4 again, he's off. Don't care if he's worth £1 million. Won't be having that. Wallace is flirting with a substitution as well. Abdulmalik. Again, let's make some changes. Get Kavan Williams on. I'll get Tavares on for Leonard. We'll leave them as the first two changes, and that leaves us one substitution for later on in the game, whether it's injury or if one of our yellow card players picks up a red. We've got a way to turn it around a little bit. Just give him a little bit of encouragement. See if we can just get our first goal of the season. That's what everyone wants to see. It's what the viewers want to see. It's what the fans want to see. I want to see it. We just want to see that first goal go in. Break the duck, and then they'll all start flowing, I'm sure. Again, an hour gone. Not too much to speak of in terms of highlights. Piers not having a spectacularly great game. We've got left on the bench. I mean, we've got Hugo. Don't really want to sub a left back. I don't think he's in chain. In fact, there we go. Mags is asking for it now. We'll get him off. We'll get Hugo on. See if he can fight for a place in this team. Because, to be honest, if a transfer came in for him from anybody, he'd be gone to free up more wage budget. 72 minutes gone, 18 minutes to fight for a point here. I'm going to demand more. Oh, there you go. It shows you there who's up for this game and who's not. Apologies there, just had to answer the door, but we will continue with the game. 10 minutes to go. I'm sure that happens in football all the time. They just pause the match and answer the phone or whatever, but there you go. 10 minutes to go, 1-0 down. Not much left to really throw at this. I think we might be edging to our first defeat of the season. So we're drawing a defeat to kick off the season. Probably sets the pace for the game as Sunderland get another corner. In it goes, but it comes to nothing. We'll just go attacking for the final 5 minutes. See if we can forge one chance of our own. Again, fairly even game, but we've just come out second best, unfortunately. But it gives us something to build from, something to grow from, and with the new loan signings will slowly integrate themselves into the team. I'm sure the results will come and we'll be fine. 50 points the target, obviously, for avoiding relegation. And again, if we can't get out of the division through promotion, it'll be a case of looking at what job offers are coming up. Again, let me know in the comment section. FM22 is coming out soon. The beta will be live a couple of weeks before the game release. I'll look to do some sort of save in there, not a career save, just a one-time thing, whether it's that are rescuing Derby or taking over Wrexham or spending £1 million at Newcastle, just something along them lines. We'll just go through the dressing room. I'm not happy with the performance. Thought Sunderland were there for the taking, to be honest. Let's have a quick look at the league table, see how close to the bottom pack we are. So just outside the relegation zone on goal difference. Again, we didn't take any hammerings in that, which is positive, and we were in both games with a chance to win. So a lot to build from. A few tweaks to the tactics. I'll play through some games and we will bring you back once we've played a little chunk. I'll have a quick look at the schedule. I'm normally, every time I do this, I look at the schedule and I think you can see everything, and then actually my big face is in the way. So I'll probably play through to Nottingham Forest, Watford, somewhere around there. If not, then it'll be Middlesbrough, Luton. But yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and I will see you shortly for the next episode.